This is Susie at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana, and they've just called the 15 to 18 month puppy dog sweeps class. They're entering the ring. I'm going to scan the ring, and you'll notice that there are buckets in places. It's because they are covering mounds of fire ants.
Alright, let's go ahead and have him go around loosely, try another puppy, loose lead, and then stop over here.
Again, this is the 15 to 18 month old class in Sweepstakes.
Stop. Stay. Good boy. Stay. Stay. Good job. Stay. Don't you collapse. Good boy. Wow. Just trying to see the expression. Alright, let's go ahead and do that.
Again, this is the 15 to 18 month old class in Sweepstakes at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana.
Stop.
Should all say sweepstakes at the bottom? Do they say sweepstakes at the bottom?
Stop.
Again, this is the 15 to 18 month class in Sweepstakes at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana.
We'll take out the draft. seemed like after Andy, like, you know, okay, man, today's one.
It looks like the order stays as you see it, 1 and 2.
Leave him alone. Awesome, Pupper.
Now he puts his ears up.
Yeah, no, I. There you go.
You want to see his ears now? Now he decides to put them up.
It's okay. Thank you.
Working title dogs. Do we have number 9 pick up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart. 9, 11, 13. Jenny, there's a puppy bitch. Jenny,
Oh.
you want to do the Jenny, there's a puppy bitch, so hold up.
The bitch first, or do you want
I apologize to everybody who's hearing this 100 times, but I can tell when people are joining us, so for their benefit, I mentioned that this is the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana.
I'm sorry, working dogs? Working dogs.
And this is the class for working dogs.
11,
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
Again, I mentioned that there are buckets in the ring,
I like
but you might wonder why they're there. They're to cover mounds of fire ants.
I'm sure.
Nasty little suckers.
I'm sure, my friend.
And it wouldn't be a dog show if we didn't have last minute changes and armbands, switching and handing off.
11 is next
I'll scan around to show you how really beautiful where we are is. It's a farm where they do a lot of sheep herding, duck herding. They have a lot of events out here, and it's just the perfect house. It's perfect grounds, perfect sheds. It's just beautiful, and the weather's really been lovely.
All right, let's take the class around and stop over here. All right. I'm sorry.
The judge is instructed for a loose lead. And I'll hold the camera still so that you can see side gate. Again, this is the working dog class in Sweepstakes with the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana. For those of you watching, I'm going to be in it for the long haul. It might be interesting for you to get out your Belgian Laekenois breed standard to follow along. This is the working dog class in Sweeps, the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana. Class stays as it stands. 1, 2, 3. Looking into the sun, probably not good.
Good boy. Good job, Mom.
What class is this?
Herding titled dog.
Herding titled, thank you. So we have the herding titled dog in the ring right now. Sweepstakes, Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana. Hi, Libby. For anybody who's just joining, this is Sweepstakes, the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty, and this is the herding dog titled class.
Here's that.
You're welcome, Libby. For anybody that's listening and not reading, Libby's just thanked me for posting this.
All right, you're one.
Yay! He's won his class. 18-month-old puppy bitch class and sweepstakes at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty.
Don't touch her. Don't touch her. Stop. Just let her stay. Alright, let me see you take her around and stop.
For anybody that's wondering, these buckets are covering mounds of fire ants. Nasty business. Carla, I will get you the name of the judge shortly. I will be interviewing her a little bit later.
She's very, how she is right now. So just let her stay. Let her do. She's supposed to be fine. I want her to have fun. Okay? Just let her stay. She has to learn that she can't do that. I understand that. But right now, Sweeps, we're just having fun. And I want her to be, she shouldn't be like that.
I'm going to scroll around so you can get a
Working title bitch is number 8.
lay of the
number 10,
land.
Number 12.
Okay, so we are now having the working titled
8,
bitch
number 10, number 12.
class for the sweepstakes at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty.
Are you wearing 12? Okay. Oh, okay.
So we have 12. 8. Number 8.
And sorry for the jiggling, but I'm dodging some fire ant hills myself.
Working bitch number 8.
Something you might notice as we go forward is that a lot of these people are wearing jeans. And for some of us that dress up for a national specialty, you may wonder what's up with that. I love the fact that they're wearing jeans because they just came out of a herding ring. I love the fact that this breed can step out of one ring and go into another. And I hope it always stays that way, personally. I love the rustic look of this breed. I hope it's never fluffed up to be something else, because that tousled look is marvelous. While we're waiting for one more dog. A girl and her dog moment. This is not lovely. And yes, that is a Black Russian Terrier you see in the background. They were offering titles yesterday. CGC, Farm Dog, ATTS, and a lot of different breeds showed up for it. So that's why you might be seeing some different breeds at a Belgian Laekenois national specialty.
I didn't get mine.
Would you like Avery to show for you or someone else? Here's the number.
We are scrambling to get arm tags and numbers sorted out.
Oh, sorry, Curly.
I hate dead air. I should tap dance, but it would be ugly.
Avery, do you have a cookie?
Alright, let's go ahead and take the class around. Stop over here, please. You stay. Ready? Over to the bucket. Girl. Girl. Just put your bait up here. Alright, down the back, please.
Sandra, I don't have a catalog in front of me. I can't tell you who any of these dogs are without it. Yeah, but it's Wicket. Wicket.
Go ahead and take the class around.
All right. Let me know when you're ready. All right.
Deborah, I don't have access to a catalog right now, and they may post it online later.
Okay, that's how it'll stand. 1, 2, 3.
And once again, this is a class that stays as it stands. 1, 2, 3.
Girl. Good girl.
We going to Disneyland?
Maybe. Good girl. I've lost circulation in my arm because of this rubber band.
Lee, do you know the name of this judge?
Samantha Nemec.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Herding title bitches, number 16 and 18.
Now we have herding title bitches in Sweepstakes at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty.
All right, let's go ahead and take a class around. Avoid the feet. Back over here.
I should mention that they have bumblebees around here that are the size of B-52 bombers. So people's swatting at them, that's what they're swatting at. Sandra, we are about 45 minutes away from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. For people just joining us, this is the herding titled bitch class in sweeps at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana. Does that answer your question, Susan?
Because it's so true. I know people like that.
Susan, if you notice that the camera is jiggling, it's the same reason, because I've either stepped on a fire ant hill or I'm trying to avoid one.
Have you ever read any of, I found it off of Fire.
Let's take the class around. Usually,
Okay, we have placements in this class. They are 1 and 2 as you see them. And for everybody just joining us, we are in the sweeps class for herding dog bitches at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana. So this is the hole I keep falling in. And the buckets are covering mounds. And fire ants are no joke. They hurt, and most of us know one horror story involving fire ants.
Okay, so for best puppy, I need puppy dog number 7 and puppy bitch number 6.
All right, so we are waiting for best puppy in sweeps at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Louisiana. What city are we in?
Just ran a blank.
Well, if you think of it, blurt it out, because everybody keeps asking me where we are, and
all right, let's come on in.
Louisiana is kind of broad. So we have best puppy class in sweeps at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty.
Should see on the brochure. I think it's
Just don't have one on me.
Class around together, loosely. I want to see you go by yourself. And you stay back.
Thank you, Libby. If you have a herding dog breed, what would you give for that?
Get it together? Yeah.
Ma'am. Good job, Barbara. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good boy, stop. Okay, so who got best?
Oh, it was number 6.
Good girl.
Thank you. Somebody just texted me the answer. Now I just need the last name of the judge.
Oh, we don't have our best puppy.
So, to fill the airspace, I will regale you with stories of these buckets. They are covering fire ant hills. And I'd love to be dramatic and say they fill the entire bucket, but pretty darn close.
Best working. We need dog number 9 and bitch number 10.
And then when she's done, do down back. All right. Go, Pepper. Girl.
There's a dog, but it's the same kind of ribbon. One's his dog and one's his kid. Oh, wow. Okay, but working, you pick.
Yes. Oh, okay. Working. Okay.
And then you have a
Sadly, Deborah, if I take a screenshot, that means you won't get video.
Thank you very much for showing. You're such a good girl.
Okay, so now we need herding titled dog number 17.
So while they're
Herding titled bitch.
calling in dogs, I'm going to show you, not grass, but a fire ant hill. This is a little one. You step in that and the ants will just come pouring out and they sting. They're nasty. All right, we have herding titled dogs in the ring right now. This is Sweeps at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty. We are in Covington, Louisiana.
Down and back.
They cut part of it up to see if she could see anymore. And that hurt bad.
Do you have a picture of her? Show it to them. I was telling them how bad that poor thing was when they found it. When they come to look at that picture. Not grieving, but running.
Sorry, I keep crossing in front of you.
You better grab the B2.
And she gets the big gigantic.
Ooh, score. She got some lovely big sheep.
Okay, so we need best puppy number 6, best working number 10, and best herding number 18 back in for best and grand. They're all bitches. It's all the girls.
As I mentioned earlier, you might be wondering why so many people are dressed in jeans for a national specialty. And it's because they practically just came out of a herding ring. It's what I love about this show, what I love about this club, what I love about this breed is that they can step out of one ring and go into another. And the Belgian Laekenois Club has done a marvelous job of proving it by scheduling it the way they did. These dogs are really versatile. As a case in point, an interest, this is, of the 4 Belgian sheepdogs, the oldest of the 4. There's the Terrier and the Malinois and the Grenadal and then the Laekenois. Here's a nugget I picked up earlier. There are more breedable Laekenois in the United States than there is in all of Europe. And the club is keenly interested in preserving and protecting their breed and its working qualities. I think that's one of the reasons they must have scheduled the event yesterday the way they did, because I saw Laekenois participating in every title that could be offered here yesterday morning, and I dare say that most of them probably earned it.
Good job, guys.
So I'm going to approach the president of the Belgian Laekenois Club and ask her about the catalog online. So stand by. Sherry, is there, I'm sorry, you are live, is there a catalog online? I'm getting a lot of requests from people asking if there's a catalog online.
Person to ask is Luke,
Okay,
because I know they're going to put it online.
okay,
So
Good
I don't
enough.
know if it's been done.
okay, good enough, thank you. That would work really well, and if you could put it in the same thread as this live stream.
Yeah. I've marked it.
Are you going to run him and
Ask the judge if you want to look at my catalog. I've marked it.
I can scan it down, but I don't know how helpful, because this is live streaming. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to work, but I appreciate the effort. I think it's just best for somebody to take a picture of it and then post it in that thread. But thank you. Here comes our regular class judge, looking dapper.
So, come on.
We're using that to keep the ribbons from flying away.
This judge is Mr. Malcolm Moore. He is a Pekingese man.
No. We've got lots of colors. Added some enhancement.
So I'm going to get out of the way. Because don't you just hate when you show dogs? Somebody is always standing in the entrance to the ring and you don't have a dog, like I just did. So it's this interval before we begin the regular classes. Malcolm Moore in, what color would you call that? A really paprika red jacket. We just got done with Sweepstakes. We are at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Covington, Louisiana.
Everybody get their numbers, please. Laekenois National. Okay, you're ready. Offense, please.
Scanning around. Wind is picking up. It's just gorgeous here. It's what a beautiful setting for a national specialty. The grounds that you see ahead of me, beyond those trees, is where the ATTS tests were done. And that is kind of a European version, if I understand correctly, of our CGC with the AKC. The difference being is that there is a gunshot added to the testing. So participants come with their dog, and their first stop is to greet someone they don't know. And then the next stop is for the dog to greet someone he doesn't know. The third stop is a can of pebbles being shaken behind a blind and then the bucket put out. And they're looking for the dog to show interest in the bucket. The next blind has someone with a 9mm gun behind it, and they shoot 3 rounds. The dog can't see it. The handler's back is to the blind. Most dogs startle. That's expected. If I understand correctly, again, they're wanting to see the recovery time of the dog. And then the final blind, somebody dressed in camouflage comes out of the woods. And as you can see down there, it's dark, it's wooded. And they come out of the woods waving a stick, yelling, threatening, being very menacing. And depending on the breed, they're looking for the breed reaction. Something like a Rottweiler, they're looking for an instinctive, protective element of the dog, but they're also looking to see how long it takes the dog to get over it. 'cause that was really interesting. Thank you, Deborah. That was really interesting to watch. And then I had in that brown building is where the farm dog titles were being tested. And again, if I understand correctly, based on what I saw, the dogs go in, they go into a pasture, they have to show a familiarity and adeptness around farm equipment, different surfaces. They have to witness their owner feeding another animal and not getting weirded out about it. They have goats here, and so there were food pellets for the goats. And the dogs I saw had to watch their handlers feed the goat. And there probably are other elements that I'm missing, but that was really interesting as well. Thank you, Karen. Karen is saying that ATTS is somewhat different from CGC because it's more about testing actual temperament versus just trained citizenship skills. Useful. I thought it was a wonderful test. It was very revealing to watch the different breeds go through those stops. We had Rottweilers, we had Moody, I don't think we had a Teddy Roosevelt Terrier, but we had a Swedish Velhund, and of course the Laekenois.
Take a picture. Okay, I will. All right.
Photo opportunities
Oh, that's
as we get ready for regular classes.
that is awesome. Doesn't he also know how to wave?
Again, for anybody just joining us, we are in Covington, Louisiana at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty. The judge is Mr. Malcolm Moore, Laekenois man. And I just stepped in an anthill, the one I've been stepping in all day. I commend the club for the lovely setting that they have found and the marvelous job they've done of putting this on. It's a rare breed. There's not a lot of them, but they're so dedicated to their breed. And it's just a thing of beauty. And having come from a rare breed myself, I love the camaraderie I'm seeing between these people. They're in it together. It's them against anybody else who doesn't understand their breed. They're fighting to protect it, preserve it, get AKC recognition. This is just going to be a beautiful addition to the herding group. So I'll just wander around as they get prepared to go start the regular classes. We will meet Alfredo. He's Poodle the Noodle, or is it Noodle the Poodle?
Or the Noodle Poodle.
Noodle Poodle.
Can you pretty? Anything?
Alfredo, he's a service dog, isn't he?
He's my service dog in training, yeah.
And
that's
he rocks it. Very few of us could pull off hair that color.
Yes. Yeah, you can have a snack after that. He said thank you. I know, snacks.
Yeah.
He said yes.
And then we'll wander around and visit some other dogs getting ready to go into the ring. You can see from the long shadows, the sun is coming down. Welcome, Janet. We are at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Covington, Louisiana. And the gentleman in the red jacket is Mr. Malcolm Moore, Pekingese man. Because of the sun setting, it's going to dictate the angle that I shoot at, because if I go this way, you're not going to see much because of the glare.
Okay, we're going to start with 12 to 15 month puppy dog number 5.
Okay, release the hounds. 12 to 15 month puppy dog. Bitch. Dog. Sorry. I keep stepping in that same hill.
Are you ready? Okay, that's both, but I guess that's my dog.
Now I'm ready.
How old is
He is, I want to say 18 months. I'm not sure.
Date of birth is 1/2/18.
he? Spit him out.
You don't make mouth. I know. Side and open. Yeah. No, Miles, come here. No, sit.
Write down in that book, please.
Good boy.
You're welcome, Carol.
No, get out of that. Sir.
5. No, she's 5. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong page.
It's all right. Thank you.
We were talking bitches and I looked on the bitch page. Okay, red by is absent. Okay. Open dogs number 9, 11, and 13.
Hi, Carol.
A little bit, yeah. Alfredo. No, we're not friends with Luca.
Do you want me to write just the numbers on here?
Number 13.
Sorry.
They've done it all day long.
Stay.
Guys.
Stay. Good boy.
gosh, open up. That's it.
Nothing forcing.
Good boy. Good boy.
There's your front, there's your side, there's your other side, and oh, sorry, I didn't get that little lip back. You want me to open it or do you?
Yeah.
Ah, that's good. Good boy.
And around, please. Take them around together, please. One time and come right back here.
And there we have it. 1, 2, 3.
Bred by bitch number 6.
In case you didn't hear it, this is Bred by Bitch coming into the ring at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Covington, Louisiana.
Take around.
Stop it.
Ready?
Yes, sir. Stop. Good girl. Stand up.
Hello
Okay, open
to Tasmania. Wow.
12 and 14. 8, 12, 14, 16.
All right. 8. All right.
Line up across here in order.
So we're going in catalog order. I think this is 12 to 18 bitch class at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Covington, Louisiana. And you'll notice that a lot of people are wearing jeans. That's because they've just come out of a herding ring, which I think is fabulous that a dog can step out of one ring and walk into another and excel at both.
Take this class around, please. All together. Ready? Can I see that? Gotcha. Can I see the slip?
Here we go.
And back from the corner. And on the line.
Side,
Gotcha.
other side,
Gotcha.
and open.
That's good.
Good girl, Pipes. You're doing awesome. Got it.
You get your tail pulled when you do that. Okay. Take around one at a time. Line. Just keep coming forward. So now.
So we have what I believe is 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
Armband.
You are at the Belgian Laekenois National Specialty in Covington, Louisiana. I'm going through all the questions I'm being asked. The buckets in the ring are covering fire ant hills. The judge is Mr. Malcolm Moore. He's a Pekingese man. A lot of people are wearing jeans because they just walked out of the ring herding with their dogs and sheep and ducks. And I love that this breed is rustic and natural, and it can step out of one ring and into another and excel at both.
Okay. Dogs number 11 and 5.
Just line up.
And bitches 16 and 6.
The lady in blue is the president of the Belgian Laekenois National Club. They've worked very hard to get as far as they have. In a perfect world, they'll get full recognition in 2020. This will be just a gorgeous addition to the herding group and make the complete set of Belgian sheepdogs. This is the oldest one of the 4. I'm told that the United States has more breedable Laekenois than all of Europe.
That's far enough. That's far enough. Stay there. Down the back. Down the back.
Mom.
No, no, wrong.
Karen, what's not accurate? When I'm this close to the ring, I don't dare speak. But what is not accurate?
And you're in edit.
Armbands for me, please. Armband.
Armbands, 11.
Is that 5 or 6?
That's a 5, and 6 is selected. And did somebody lose a ribbon? Okay.
Karen, I'm sorry, but I think I said breedable, not breeders.
All right. Way to go.
What class was this? What class was this? I don't know.
Dog in his right hand and bitch in his left.
Told you you should trim in the ring.
And then we have one junior.
Yay for the juniors.
Just right here.
No. No.
Karen, my understanding, and I'm just repeating what I was told by people who know more about this than I do, I was told that there are more breedable Laekens in America than in Europe.
I know I've seen it already. See the body.
All right. I
I'm
need
judging
practice.
you now.
All right, front.
There's one side.
At the bottom.
Okay, look. When you're doing the sides,
We are in the south.
hold
Okay, hold like the lip right here, back. So pull this back.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Or telling you.
Use your reference.
Like that, and then put it back here.
Like there?
Because you want to see them that too.
Okay. All right.
Now it's the other side.
You might be able to do this from better because you can see it.
Gotcha, gotcha.
All right, then open her mouth or no? All right, awesome.
I've already seen the inside of that. I'm judging the
Okay.
down and back in.
Ready, guys? Ready, turn. Come on, girl. Did we get everything?
Okay, now what I want you to do, go around, stop right there in that corner, freestyle your dog.
Okay.
Look at me, and I'll say okay, and then come on.
So please stack her in that corner right there?
Freestyle in the corner.
All right. Go get her.
That's good. I would say you've earned Best Junior.
Yay.
Thank you.
Carol and Karen, I don't have a proverbial dog in the fight. I'm just sharing what I was told. If it's inaccurate, I stand corrected. We can go visit the Black Russian Terrier. We're going to come visit while we're waiting for...
Okay. Morgan the token.
Hi, Morgan, the token Black Russian Terrier. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, but she flunked. Hurting.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
She got 3 titles yesterday.
Well, that's a pretty good weekend, I'd say.
Morgan, sit.
I don't think I ever asked you how you got into a Black Russian Terrier.
We had Belgians for years. When my husband lost his Malinois, he thought they were too fine-boned anymore, and he wanted a big dog.
And Morgan fit the bill.
No, Morgan's
No.
our third.
Oh,
Our first was a smaller bitch. Second one to finish with a tail.
uh-huh.
She was for a long time, the only UD. She also titled in agility and all kinds of stuff. But now I need something more amenable to my age. So,
So you're downsizing.
I'm a downsize.
And
She'll always
what
be
do
with
you go down to from a Black Russian?
her. A Laeken. Back to
I'll
Laeken.
go back to Laeken.
I'm waiting for a litter.
I have been corrected because I was saying Laeken, and then I was told, no, it's Laeken.
I've always called it Laeken since
Potato,
97.
potato.
Yeah, potato, potato.
Anyway, moving on. Nice visiting.
Nice visiting with you.
We'll head back to the ring.
Are you staying for crawfish?
Was that it?
There's supposed to be like a parade of champions.
Okay, so what's that? Best of breed?
Yes.
Oh, well, goodness.
Gosha got best of breed.
Well, let's go look at best of breed.
Judge?
So you two are best of breed and best of opposite?
Yes.
Nicely done. Congratulations. Are you heading out to Disneyland? You think that rosette's big enough?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. One for each year, maybe. Lovely, lovely.
They are related.
Do you want to time them together? How do you want to do it facing each other? Do one at a time. Let's do one together. Okay.
Maybe if I stick around, I can ask the judge what he thought.
About what?
Your classes. Or can you get your picture taken and talk at the same time?
I can do everything.
Did you like what you saw?
Yeah.
And what did you see?
Well, I can see a big difference in dogs and bitches.
Oh, yeah. And is the breed in good shape in terms of soundness? Do you like your top lines and your structure and soundness?
Just absolutely showed better than the others, and that was pretty much what bad dog.
Uh-huh. Well, thank you for your time. I'm going to swing around, and at one time I believed I had something set up with the sweeps judge, but I'm not seeing her. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to close out this here now, and if I find her, I'll start again. Thank you for your patience. There you have your best of breed, and there's your best of opposite sex in the blue. Nicely done. You're welcome, Carol. Thank you all. There's 2 more days of activities, so I will be back tomorrow. Perhaps I can live stream some different breeds. But frankly, I can never tire of these Laekenois. They're just the best. They're beautiful. Look at that face. There's just no other breed like this.
Okay, it's happening. I don't know why. Because I saw one incident, one anecdotal thing.
Well, I've got a good idea.
There we go. Hi, baby.
Congratulations to all.
Okay. See you in a bit.
I love this.